Gamers, it's time to level up. Today, we're revealing the 4 best full tower PC cases of 2024. These aren't just cases. They're massive, sleek, and ready for your dream build. Stay tuned for the ultimate in size, style, and performance.
Centralize your cooling with the C750 Central Thermal Efficiency chassis by Thermaltake. Take on new layouts with a newly rotated motherboard design, even more vertical GPU layouts, and multi-directional cooling configurations supporting up to 420mm radiators in multiple locations. This is our new form factor with features we have never done before. Let's dive in. The C750 kicks off our latest full tower chassis design, a new form factor if you will, we call Centralized Thermal Efficiency. The C750 offers a toolless panel design and built-in filters to keep everything nice and clean. This full tower E-ATX case offers plenty of space for cables and controllers, and with the PSU mounted in the back, it opens the door for cooling and components. With the power supply mounted behind the motherboard tray, just look at all that space you got back there. As we prep our primary components, drop in some tough RAM DDR5 to match up nicely with our motherboard, rotated by the way, our centerpiece of this case now has a home. We'll continue removing the rest of the front and top panels to gain access to the cooling brackets. Each bracket has 4 screws to remove, allowing you to install your cooling outside the case. We'll also remove the optional storage bracket to use the slotted bracket behind it for the AIO in this build. 4 more screws hold down the optional DIY mount and bottom cooling bracket. Then we can move to the back panel and remove it as well to get ready to dive into some serious cooling. If you have not seen our new SWAFAN EX in all white, then get ready for this build. With multiple ways for you to cool with, the C750 delivers with removable brackets for a straightforward installation. Utilizing the screws included with the fans or with the AIO, the C750's slotted brackets give you plenty of wiggle room to pack it all in. Take advantage of endless configurations for cooling with distros, radiators, fans, and AIOs. One of my favorite places to mount AIOs is next to the motherboard. With our new TH420, this triple 140 rad fills the slot nicely. Next, we'll apply our thermal paste to the CPU and install the pump, securing it down with the 4 screws. Don't forget to take that sticker off. We'll drop in the bottom fan bracket first and then bring the side brackets in to secure them next. I sure do enjoy working with these new SWAFANs, allowing me to not deal with any cables right now and focus on just the fan installation. You should try it. There are multiple ways for you to mount your graphics. With standard GPU configurations already vertical, dedicated AIO GPUs have new locations as well to play with. The C750 can support graphic cards up to 370mm in length, while still retaining both rad and fans on the bottom. With the optional GPU bracket and riser cable sold separately, see your GPU like it's never been before. The remaining panels on the case snap back into place with ease, installing the optional filters, and then the cover panels snap in nicely without the need for 1 screw. I love it. The C750 brings a lot to the table with the most cooling we have ever done in a full tower chassis. Fresh look with the centralized CPU placement, with maximum room for your graphics and cooling. The C750 delivers for enthusiasts looking for high-end cooling configurations. What's your take on the new C750 by Thermaltake? Let us know down in the comments below. And don't forget to follow us for more.
The Darkbase Pro 900 Rev 2 is available in 3 color options: black, orange and silver. Also, the older model Darkbase 900, the one without the glass window, is still available. But this one hasn't received an upgrade, has got a simpler fan control, no Qi charger and no LEDs. But it's lower priced, of course.
The biggest new feature this new generation has to offer is plain to see the PSU shroud, which completely covers the bottom of the case, and the HDD covers, which make up for a tidier interior. And if you remove the tempered glass window, you will immediately see that it has been shaded at the bottom and the top, as you can see here and here, which nicely covers up parts of the case framing.
As our new build will be placed facing the left side of the wall, we are going to invert its interior, which is a piece of cake due to the astounding flexibility of the case. First, we are going to remove the motherboard tray, which, by the way, can now be used as a bench table. Next, we are detaching the shroud from the HDD tray, remove the PSU cover, unscrew the PSU mount, and detach the HDD tray and remove it. If you are interested in more details on how to invert your case, please watch the dedicated video we are linking to right now.
What looks like a totally butchered case is actually a very comfortable way of installing hardware components such as motherboard, CPU cooler, RAM and the power supply here without being confined in any way.
This way, it's really easy to install a power supply in its mount, connect the cables and put the whole package into place. Next on the agenda is the HDD tray, which can be placed in 2 ways, depending on whether you want to install a radiator in the front or need more space next to the motherboard. In this case, we choose the latter. By the way, the PSU shroud lets you remove its upper covers so that you can install an additional fan there. Also, you can place another SSD up on the shroud, which will be in full view thanks to the tempered glass window.
Of course, the Darkbase Pro 900 Rev 2 is fully compatible with all common mainboard sizes like E-ATX, ATX and XL-ATX. If you mounted the mainboard on the tray, you can comfortably install the CPU, the RAM modules or the air cooler. As we decided to go with the water cooling system here, we are going to install the cooler later on inside the case. That's the easier way to do that.
The motherboard tray can be installed in 3 heights as well as completely inverted. Next, we are going to install the HD drives. Our new double cage has enough room for 2 of them. A third one is placed in a smaller cage above. Each cage could house 2 SSDs alternatively. Also, the cages can be configured in 7 different positions. And if you don't use all of them, you can cover these holes with our slot covers, which double as useful tools for perfect cable management. One of our SSDs is already seated on the PSU shroud. Another one will be placed on the back side of the motherboard tray. Never forget, the SSD is placed on the outside of its case, not the inside. And the generous space in our flagship case leaves nothing to be desired. The case offers enough room for all building requirements, including several graphics cards and a water cooling system. In this case, our trusty silent loop 360mm, which is never going to suffer from claustrophobia.
Due to our very sophisticated interior layout, our very powerful system with an i7-7820X CPU and a GTX 1080 graphics card can be cranked up to 11 as every possible overclocking and water cooling requirement can be met. And the massive amount of space as well as the noise absorbing outlets guarantee an excellent airflow.
Now it's time for some illumination. The LED strips lead us to another one of Rev 2's improved features. Their LEDs are now 12 volts compatible and can be controlled from as well as synchronized with the motherboard. If you are not interested in that, you can also simply switch their 6 default colors by using the button on top of the case. The LED system can be expanded with additional strips as well as directly from the controller. The fan control has also been upgraded. Now you can connect up to 8 PWM fans there and have them run in 2 different modes, silence or performance, due to the separated rails. We choose to run two near inaudible 140mm silent wings 3 fans in performance mode in front and the one in the back in silence, as we have the 3 fans on top of the radiator as additional outlets. Instead of a third fan, we are going to install a Blu-ray drive in the front so that we can use the PC as a full-fledged media system. And the final part now is the cable management.
Our final improvement, and with that our final build highlight, is the all-new I/O panel in the front, which offers a USB 3.1 Gen 2 Type-C port. And as you copy movie after movie in a few seconds in the future, you can simultaneously charge your smartphone wirelessly with the integrated Qi charger on the top. The new I/O panel can also be used to speedily charge your favorite electronic devices due to the 3 ampere quick charging option in the front. Fully modular, fully flexible, the Darkbase Pro 900 Rev 2 really leaves nothing to be desired. There's a reason why our campaign slogan is "A million computers are waiting to be built", and hopefully one of them will be yours. Thanks for watching and stay quiet.
If you enjoyed the video, please click the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe to my channel.